Hi, I'm Logan Mendez. This short documentary is a glimpse into the lives of people from all walks of life, men and women from different ages, backgrounds, and experiences. The idea was simple: ask strangers a thought-provoking question about their past, present, or future, and listen. What followed was something very powerful. Some answers were light and spontaneous, others were deeply personable. But each response offered a raw and honest look into the human experience. What struck me the most is how willing people were to open up to a complete stranger. In those moments, I saw vulnerability, truth, and connection, reminding me that no matter how different we may seem, we all have a story worth sharing. I hope you enjoy watching. So what's your name, how old are you, and where are you from?
My name is David Thomas. I'm 35 and from a lot of places, but right now only on New York.
What do you think your past self would think of you nowadays?
I'd be impressed with myself.
And how so? Why do you say that?
Transformation. You know, I've worked my butt off to get out of prison, to transcend my addictions, and to not be defined by the labels that were given me as I grew. You know, as I transcended from the Marine Corps and stuff, I've grown a lot as a man, fundamentally.
So my name's Alex. I'm from a small town called Schuylerville, and I'm 20.
Okay, and today I'm going to be asking you, if you died today, would you be happy with the way you lived your life so far?
Yeah. I mean, I'm upset that I wouldn't be able to get my degree or say, like, at this moment, I wouldn't be able to say goodbye to my family, but for all the stuff I've done, everything, all the memories I've had with people, I feel like that if I just got struck down right now, I would be happy with it. I feel like everything I've done, even though I wouldn't be able to say goodbye to people, I feel like they would understand me as who I was.
Sandra Barron, and I'm from Indiana, and I'm 80.
Okay. And what is something you used to take for granted in life?
That I particularly
Used to take for granted.
my sister, and I'm coming to her funeral today.
My name is Oliver, I'm 18, and I'm from Corinth, New York.
Okay. And what do you think your past self would think of you nowadays?
My past self would be really proud of like how open I've become about who I actually am. I didn't grow up in a very accepting environment, so it's been a lot of like self-work to get to where I am. And I think my past self would be very proud of me.
I'm Cheyenne, I'm 24, and I'm from Brooklyn.
Okay. And today I'm going to be asking you, if you died today, would you be happy with the way you lived your life so far?
I actually would be happy. My mother always told me to live with no regrets, so I just live with all of the choices that I made now, and it's made me into the woman that I am, and I'm finally getting into the career I want, so I'd be really happy.
That's really good to hear. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You as well.
My name is Ethan Myers. I am 20 years old and I'm from Duanesburg, New York.
Okay, thank you. And what is something you used to take for granted in life?
I used to just take my life for granted in general because my life's a gift from God and I used to live every day for myself, and now I live it for Jesus. Recently, honestly, I would say about a year and a half ago, I had an encounter with Jesus, and he changed my life, and there's so much transformation in my life because I know that he loved me so much to die for me and then raise up again, and he gave me eternal life and peace and happiness, for real.
My name is Raylena Patterson. I'm 28, and I'm from right here, Oneonta.
Okay. And what is something you used to take for granted in life?
I guess like my own happiness and independence.
Did anything make you realize that, or just over life?
Getting sober. I was strung out for like 4 years.
Grace, I'm 19, I'm from Long Island.
Okay. And if you died today, would you be happy with the way you lived your life so far?
No. I think I could do more. I could have done more.
You're the first person to say no, so that's really refreshing. Yeah, that's perfect. Thank you.
Barbara Latham. I am 83 years old, going on 84.
Congratulations.
And I'm from Orient Point, Long Island.
Okay. And what is something you finally accepted in life?
I've finally accepted.
You can think about it.
That's a good question. Well, family. I've had my ups and downs with family, and I've finally accepted it is what it is.
My name's Joe. I'm from West Babylon, and I'm 19 years old.
Okay. And what is something you finally accepted in life?
Don't take life for granted, you know?
What made you realize that?
My friend passed away September, so now every day, grateful to wake up.
I am 22 and I'm from Delhi, New York.
Okay. And what do you think your past self would think of you nowadays?
I think she'd be pretty proud of me, the person I've become over the years. I've definitely gone through a lot over the course of my life, and I'm sure like my past self would definitely be happy as to where I am now.
I'm Lucas. I'm 20 years old and I'm from Chester, New York.
Okay. And what is something you finally accepted in life?
In my personal opinion, to not let others, not take others' word for granted. That you're your own person, to be yourself. And I think that's a good thing, because if you just constantly believe in yourself, you realize your full potential. You realize that you can reach greater heights. So that's just my personal opinion.
My name is Michael Grodner. I am 60 years old, and I am currently from Skenevis.
Okay. And what is something you used to take for granted in life?
My health. I used to think that I was indestructible. And as you get older, you find out that you're not.
Is there any one event that made you realize that, or just over time?
Well, recently I went and tried to play basketball like I thought I was 20 again, and my body said, nah, that's not gonna happen.
I'm Dakota, I'm 20 and I'm from Staten Island, New York.
Okay. And I'm asking you today, what is something you finally accepted in life?
I accepted that change is always happening and there's always something new, and change is good. It keeps you moving in life. You shouldn't have to be comfortable with your past self. You should always be moving forward.
Melissa, 53 and from Sharon Springs.
Okay. And what is something you used to take for granted in life?
My family.
Why do you say that?
Because when you're younger, you don't realize how much knowledge they have, and you don't realize how much they genuinely care about you.
I'm Maddie. I'm from Hancock, New York, and I'm 20 years old.
Okay. And what is something you finally accepted in life?
That it's okay to fail.
Walt Nagel, 80 years old, Oneonta.
Okay. And what do you think your past self would think of you now?
I'm surprised that I'm as old as I am, that I've gotten this far. And I wish that the world were a little bit more harmonious than it presently is, and as it was when I was a kid.
Nikolai from Glen Cove, New York, and I'm 21.
Okay. And today I'm going to be asking you, what is something you finally accepted in life?
Just to be who I am, not to change, what I can't control, just to go control and accept and live in the present.
I am Antonio Felice. I'm 40 years old and I'm from New Jersey.
Okay. And what do you think your past self would think of you now?
Accomplished.
Accomplished?
Yeah, amazingly accomplished. Achievable things.
Yeah? Do you have any other future goals?
Work on my music, my talents, and my many aspirations in life, as well as help other people at the same time.
Absolutely.
Try to move forward instead of backwards.
My name is Iram. I'm 22 and I'm from the Bronx.
Okay. And what is something you finally accepted in life?
One thing I finally accepted is that most people you meet, basically just be yourself around everyone you've met, and the right people are gonna come to you. Don't change anything about yourself.
My name is Mary Catherine. I go by MK. I just turned 30 today, and I'm from Tallahassee, Florida.
Happy birthday.
Thanks.
What is something you used to take for granted in life?
That I used to take for granted?
Yeah.
What is something I used to take for granted? Collagen. I would say time. Time with loved ones.
Yeah.
I moved up here to start a business and it's going well, but as you can see, my best friend is over here in the corner and she comes to visit me. She comes up here to visit me, and I miss my family and friends all the time. Even though I have the privilege to travel to visit them, I'd say spend as much time as you can with loved ones.
My name is Michael Norfleet, Mr. Michael Norfleet, and I'm originally from South Carolina, in the Carolinas.
And how old are you?
27 years old.
27. What is something that you used to take for granted?
I used to take my freedom for granted. I used to take people's loyalty for granted. Honestly, me speaking for me, I used to take that for granted, honestly.
Did something make you realize that, or you just over a lifetime you just started to realize that?
Well, a little bit of both. Not only life had taught me to open my eyes regarding that, but being a former incarcerated individual, doing time actually, it makes the individual think, you know, and it makes them reflect upon their life, how they treated people, how they talk to people, their tones, the attitude they use with people. So that's what really made me really sit down and think about like myself and what I got going on in my life, you know, what I need to change and whatnot, and what I always took for granted, the things I took for granted, the people I took for granted.
Perfect.